Okay, it's getting bloody rocky in the world of Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, with the latest patch having some really, really bad signs. Some of which are probably not going to be turned around anytime soon, after there seems to be a massive issue going into the game and players are done with it. Me, myself, I'm getting sick and tired of having this bug show up. We're going to show you it in just a moment. Now, if you haven't already, smash that beautiful blue thumbs up and subscribe with post notifications turned on. It'd be greatly appreciated. On top of that, check out our sponsor, Advanced GG, the #1 clinically proven energy supplement on the market. My favourite flavour is cherry vanilla, but you guys can catch an array of flavours via the link in the description. Use code CLOUD at checkout for a cheeky discount. But with that being said, let's dive on in to some Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League news, which may not last much longer if they keep killing this game. So a Forbes article by Paul Tassi, who's been following this game for about as long as I have, states a new patch has broken Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League even more, and the players are done. Now, he goes on to state right here that I've previously talked about how I was running into many true technical issues with Suicide Squad at launch compared to the other online releases, but turns out it was just lucky. Many players, especially those trying to play online with friends or matchmaking, and have not been able to play or make significant progress since launch. Now, a new patch is meant to fix at least some of the issues for Suicide Squad, has only made things worse for many players. Those who weren't having problems before now be running into them, including a loading Metropolis. Now, I've actually had this so freaking much since the update yesterday. I'll show you on the gameplay right now. You essentially run through one of your end game activities, you finish it, you see your loot, you go through to the next page, and then the report will just kind of show that you're loading up Metropolis, and it will never happen. It just kind of consistently loads and loads and loads. You restart your game and you have more issues to deal with, mainly like this guy right here, who is Shadfather, who actually posted up saying, "This happened to me earlier, so I had to exit the game. Luckily, I didn't lose any of the weapons I earned, but the mastery level also didn't go up." Oy vey. Now, this seems to be happening to so many people right now, and this is an absolutely ridiculous problem. As you can see on screen, we're just going for a couple of the Reddit posts, and I literally spent about 3 minutes on Reddit looking for these. But you can see right here we have this one who was saying that they were defending the game and he's upset with the current state of it. We have another one right here that is stating pretty much the same thing. Stated, "Just finished an hour-and-a-half workout. I wanted to see how long it would keep loading for, and suffice to say I'm still right where I was when I left." And it's still loading Metropolis. We have this post right here coming up from Reddit, which states the state of the game. Now, this is really hard because actually I say that I feel quite close to this one, as they do have some solid points, but they state, "As an avid defender of this game, the past week has been tough. Me and my clan are having so many issues with online play, enemies not taking damage, enemies not loading in, enemies rolling around like ragdolls so we can kill them, plus random deaths. Activating an incursion has become part of the new game end game as well, and the state of the game right now isn't great, with some of these issues should have been implemented before releasing patches that need the player experience." I don't know, guys. I hope they fix this and fix it extremely quick. And that was 8 hours ago. We are pretty much about 24 hours in from the update that went up yesterday, and we have got absolutely no communication from WB Games at all. Actually, some people who have actually put in some tickets have had some responses though, and this one is going to baffle you, as the response for this one on a Reddit post is that WB support doesn't read actual bug reports, Metropolis not loading after the incursion completion. Now, they go on to state right here that they submitted a bug report stating that after completing the world's unfair incursion mission, the game would not load Metropolis and I would have to restart. Received a response from WB support that my ticket was closed and to upvote a similar bug to help the RS team prioritize bugs. The link to the upvote, the post was about mastery level not increasing after incursion missions. Like, did you even read the report that was submitted? Come on, WBRS, get your act together. Now, the date and time submitted has been replaced with X's to maintain anonymity, but it says here the original report is on screen, and you can see right here that the actual response for it was, "Greetings, thanks for writing in. I'm sorry to hear you're experiencing connection issues while playing Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League on your console. I know how this has affected your experience with the game, and I appreciate the detailed report that you have provided. While I have no troubleshooting steps for you to try at this time, I pulled up a bug report that is similar to your concern. I recommend you upvote it, comment, and add any additional information. This helps the game team prioritize what to fix, and any extra info goes a long way to helping them get to the bottom of the issue. However, if you do not find this post describing your issue, click report a bug at the top right and give as much detail as possible. Your patience is appreciated as the team works hard to provide a better experience for all of our players. Now this is waffle. This is getting to a point now where we're starting to hit so many down walls. And for somebody who's been an avid supporter of the game, although I do report the good and the bad, I have been an avid supporter of this game since launch, and I've wanted this game to do really well. I've managed to get some of my friends onto the game, of which I can only apologize to now in the state that it's currently in. I have put so many hours into this. I have focused on builds, I have redone the storyline, I have grinded through endgame. I have just enjoyed this game beyond all new realms. But at this stage, even if there are anybody left playing it, it's just not going to catch the mark. Now, Paul Tassi ends his article quite abruptly, and he goes to state that even the normally understanding and everyone is being too mean to the game Suicide Squad subreddit has turned, with all top posts now being things like, as someone who defended the game, I'm upset with its current state, and the patch ruined the game, losing all progress every 3 missions. Many are citing the new loading Metropolis bug, as some are just cashing out entirely. Tired of dealing with the game's technical issues laid on top of its other issues as just a game. Now, this is in the wake of the initial patch that did things like nerf players' builds and buff enemy damage in order to preserve the sanctity of the game's PvE leaderboards for its end game activities, but too many players that felt like cutting the grass when the house was on fire. Rocksteady tried to explain that different teams were working on different issues, and this just got done faster, but it doesn't matter. You do not roll out player nerfs before A, buffs, and B, fixing serious technical problems. Optics matter. Suicide Squad has already been fighting for its life even before this. It's out on PlayStation's top 10, it's out of Xbox's top 50, it's been sunk to a peak of 1,016 players on Steam in the last day, and there are currently only 600 as he was writing that article. While some may return with the new Joker DLC next month, the current tech issues have made a bad situation much worse, and communication on this front has not placated fans waiting for a fix. It's hard to blame them. And he's not wrong, and I think that actually this article is a solid one to read and one that everybody should really take a look at and heed. We have got Season 1 that is going to be dropping in the next couple of weeks, maybe even just a little bit longer, and it's not looking positive at all. Right now, the player base is probably me and my next door neighbor and somebody down the road, but other than that, this is just not looking good, guys. It's really, really not looking. Let me know via the comment section all the problems that you guys are having, because I am going to be sending an email over to WB and Rocksteady and trying to push through as much of it as possible, and this linked video is going to be the video that I link through to them, as they need to see what people have got to say and not through their bloody submission. Thanks again for watching, guys. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, and if you got this far in the video, then make sure you put a thumbs down in the comment section. Let's let them know that we're not happy. Thanks again for watching. Appreciate you all, and as always, I'll see you in the clouds.